Welcome to the first session of Knowledge by Father, which is a father sitting down having a chit chat with his now adult son. In quotations. What were we talking about?
Why is my knowledge? Why is my wisdom better than my knowledge?
Yes, thank you. Why is your wisdom better than your knowledge? Because knowledge is based off of input information, like going to the library, doing research, reference books, things that you've personally seen, things that you've personally experienced. That is your knowledge because you personally experienced it. Wisdom, number one, the Bible says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So that's number one. Number two, wisdom comes more from being able to decipher said information that you gained on knowledge. That's why a person can be knowledgeable but have no wisdom, or a person can have tons of wisdom but not be knowledgeable. A person may not have to have the knowledge to know how electricity works between AC and DC and all that. They may not have the knowledge to be able to do that, but they do have the wisdom to know not to put your damn fingers in the light socket. See the difference?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So what happened is you may not have had the life experience of being hurt by a relationship or being betrayed by a friend. Hopefully you haven't had that personal experience. But you've hung around people and you've seen people go through it. So now you have the wisdom to know what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So that is a blessing. It's funny because the main thing is, and the one thing it boils down to is belief. Say that with belief. What is belief? Can you answer?
I'm missing one word in my definition real quick. Something that
You're trying to reverse engineer faith. It's not intertwined. Faith is a substance in things believed in and hoped for and not yet seen. That is the definition of faith. Okay? Belief. Okay? Belief, if I was to put it into try to take it from philosophical to practical, I would have to put belief and law on the same level. Law is a rule that cannot be broken. That if broken, major consequences is automatic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Law of gravity. Law of gravity is not going to change. I don't care if you're 500 pounds or you're 2 pounds. If you go up, you're going to come down, right? The only thing that changes the law of gravity is the variable to said environment in which the laws apply. A feather can fall at a certain rate. A bowling ball will fall at a certain rate in Earth's gravity. But both will fall at 2.5 feet per second, meaning a bowling ball and a feather will fall at the same rate and hit the ground at the same time if you take out the air.
The resistance.
There you go. Because the resistance of both things are different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the law of gravity didn't change. It just had different variables. So in this world, if I say, oh, both these two things are going to fall at 22.5 feet per second, they're not. Yeah, they are. It's not going to change. They're going to hit the ground at a different time. Yeah. But it's not going to change the fact that they fall at the same rate.
Okay.
So belief is law. If I tell you the sky is green, or I'm sorry, if I tell you the sky is blue, and I've taught you your whole life the sky is blue, that's your belief. It's been entwined. That's your law. That's a law. That's something that you know for a fact. You don't give a damn who argues you. Look, I know the sky's blue. I know the color blue. I know looking up and I know the sky's blue. But scientifically and true, both things are true. The sky is blue, yes. And the sky is also not blue. Well, what do you mean? The sky's white. What are you trying to say? Sun's white. What are you trying to say? So the sun's white because it's burning. The chemicals of it is burning, gives off white colors. Okay. And the sky is white because the sky is actually clear. So if the sky is clear and white's coming through it like light, then it's white, yeah? But why do we see blue? Because the atmosphere and the molecules in the atmosphere and how it affects the waves of light. Like a prism. White light is Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Those are the wavelengths of light. You add all those together in light and it makes white. You take a white light, put it through a prism, which breaks down the individual waveforms, and that's what you get, which is a rainbow completion. So now the chemicals and the makeup of our atmosphere and the molecules that reflect and bounce off light scatters blue. All the other colors can come through it better. But a color that gets diffused and scattered and goes everywhere is blue. Hence why the sky is blue. Because that color is now refracted and scattered more. That's what our eyes pick up and that's what we see. But again, life and the whole key thing to life is all about belief. It's a saying, whether you believe you are or believe you're not, you're both right. What does that mean? It means you're going to be whatever it is you believe you're going to be because that is your law. That's your truth. That's your reality.
In your reality, you can't be anything other than what you think.
Because what's reality to you? Remember when we're talking about knowledge and wisdom? Your reality is the environment in which you take information in, right? And how you calculate said information. Your beliefs and where wisdom comes in is your filter, is your vacuum. In this reality, things are coming at you at different speeds, different weights, different things. Sometimes we look at it and it's like, oh my God, it's overwhelming. We can't handle it. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to make it through this. All, we give different values to different things when in fact, they're all coming at you at the same speed. 22.5 feet per second per second. The question is the resistance. So, if you take everything in life and you put it in a vacuum, they're all going to hit you at the same time, same speed, same impact. It's all going to be the same. Right? You then add the filter of the atmosphere, resistance, phase, or lack thereof, or other words, beliefs. That's going to impact how stuff hits you, if stuff hits you, and at what force it hits you. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. With that belief, that means anything that comes against me, anything that I have to go through, I'm going to be able to handle it because it's Christ who strengthens me. Meaning I don't have to put the factor of me involved because me might feel like I can't handle it. Me might feel like it's too heavy for me. Me might feel like it's too much for me. But is there anything impossible for God? So if there's nothing impossible for God and my strength comes from God, then put those two together in a quote unquote formula, since we like to do science shit, then the new statement coding is I can do anything because Christ strengthens me. So I'm no longer having to deal with things based on my emotions, based on my muscle, based on my capacity to handle things. But now it's more of, you remember that? Have you ever seen the movie Dave?
No.
The one where the actor, the comic, looks like the president and they try to switch him around. Have you ever seen anything about factories and robotics and all that? Right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you see it to where you have a little glove that you can put on, mm-hmm. and this glove is connected to animatronics, so it's not as big behind.
It's a computer by itself and the computer connected to the internet.
No. Stop. Go ahead. Listen. To where you got this glove on. And this glove is connected to this robot arm. This robot arm weighs a ton. So now you got two robot arms that weigh a ton. That have a combined force now. If you put them together, combined force of, let's just throw out numbers, 4 tons. Let's say it's multiplied by 2. So 1 times 2. Let's say 4. So if I tell you, with your hands, you could take this ball of titanium steel and crush it like an aluminum can. You look at me and be like, you out your damn mind. That's titanium steel. It's one of the hardest steels in the earth. It's blah, blah, blah. It would have to take a combined strength of 4 tons just to crush that ball. Who's right? Who's wrong? What's the filter of belief? What's the level of wisdom? Your wisdom is based off your knowledge. Your knowledge, you don't know that I got this machine out back. So based on your knowledge and your level of wisdom, it's impossible. But based on my level of wisdom and knowledge, hey, let's go out back. I'll show you. Put these gloves on. These gloves now operate those mechanical arms. Go crush that titanium ball like an aluminum can. And you did it. So was my statement true? That I said with your hands you can crush that aluminum ball. Here lies faith and belief. With just myself, I can't take the loss of a loved one. With just myself, I can't take disappointment. With just myself, I can't take the hurt. But with belief in God and belief in faith and with the word, it says that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. The Bible says, I will never leave you or forsake you. The Bible says, seek me first the kingdom of God and righteousness and all other things will be added. That's my filter. That's what allows me to go where other people can't. Doesn't make it different because they have the same access to it. It's just what they choose to believe. Are they going to put the glove on to crush the titanium ball? Or are they going to sit there and stare at the titanium ball and looking at their hands saying there ain't no way? I'm not even going to try. As one of my favorite actors says to another one of my favorite actors in one of my favorite movies. The movies is The Untouchables. The actors are Kevin Costner and Sean Connery. Here endeth the lesson.